So, a while back, I reviewed this charger. This is the Anker Powerport 10, and let's take it out of the box real quick. Why does this always happen on video? Okay, well, whatever. And, well, let's take it out, because we'll need it for comparison in a bit. So, this is the Anker Powerport 10, and you can check out the video on it in the description. And, well, I thought it was a very good charger. It certainly lived up to its name, and it did very well. But then I was browsing AliExpress, and I found this. This is the... Does it have a name? Nope. This is the no-name 10-port charger. And, okay, well, you can use it for iPhone 6 and iPhone 5 and iPad mini and all kinds of crap. Of course. It's a USB charger. So, this one says 50 watt. So, we'll be testing that. And it says 1.6 meter cable. Okay. But it's a complete rip-off, as you can see. So, let's compare it to the original and let's see how it does. Oh, as you can see, the packaging is already completely different. Okay, well, we have our standard 2-prong power cable. That's fine. And we have our 10-port... Oh, doesn't even have a manual or anything like that. Okay, and we have our 10-port charger. Let's remove this. Oh, get this wrapper off. Sometimes they wrap these things in. Okay. Okay. So there we have it. Fake and original. They certainly... Okay, these are exactly the same dimensions. Wow, okay. So they replaced the IQ with Smart. And well, they're using different USB plugs, and they have well, a not as nice stripe going on. On the back, they look pretty much the same. Yeah, feel the same. Same 2-prong, except the... Oh, okay, the Anker one actually has smaller plugs than the fake one. Okay, and then we have the information. So it's model XBX09L. Okay. It can output 5 volt 10 amps. Well, that would correspond with the 50 watt total power output. And 2.4 amp max. And it's rated for everything. FCC, CE, ROHS. It's recyclable. Don't throw it in the bin. Use it at home. Made in China. Okay. Well, these are not as visible. Let me get a little bit more light. Okay. Okay. No, I don't think you can read that. Okay, well, yeah. So let's test this fake Anker charger and see how well it does. Will it blow up the house? Let's see. Nope. Oh wow, that light took long to turn on. I wonder why that is. Okay, so let's get my loads. I have my 2 trusty testing boxes. Let's start with 3 of these and 3 of these. And 3 of these. Okay. Okay. It's starting off at 4.96 volts while drawing 2 amps. It's actually pretty okay. Let's see what it does directly. Okay, so it's outputting 5.15-ish, but with the 2 amp load using this short lead and this meter, etc., it's just below 5 volts. So that's actually a pretty good result. Okay, let's hook up the other ones and see how it does. Okay, so it seems to handle that just fine. There's no squealing hog sound like in the previous video, or the previous charger really. That was horrible. Okay, so doing my 3 times 5 volt 2 amp test, it's currently outputting 6 amps and it's drawing only 37 watts. I'll try and show you that. There we go. So that's actually not that bad. It's pretty efficient. I'll do the calculations in the blog article. Always be sure to check out the blog article because it will have all the voltage and amperage graphs. Those can be found on my blog at blog.quindorian.org. Okay, so I guess next up is testing how far we can go. So let's put some more cables in. Oh. So this is 2, 4, 6. So let's go for 8. Oh, that was my fingernail. Okay, it seems to be handling 8 just fine. So let's go for 10. Okay. So this is 10 amp, and that is what the charger is actually rated for. So it seems to handle that without issue. And it's currently drawing 61 watts from the socket. Nope. Yeah. I'm actually surprised it's doing that well. I did hook up the fake one, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's hook up another one and yeah, see what it does. Nothing happens. So this is 12 amps. Okay. Let's hook up some more cables. Get some more testers. Get some more loads. It's just like Lego. There we go. So we're at 12 amps. So let's make that 14 amps. Nope. Okay. Okay, it went into hiccup mode, as you can see. And let's disconnect 14 and go back to 12. Okay, we'll start right up. So, okay, but 12 is already higher than 50 watts, because 12 is 60 watts. Okay, so let's ramp up, let's ramp up this one to 3 amps. Okay, can't handle that. So 2.6. Nope. There we go. Okay, so we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 plus 2.72, so 12.72 amps continuously, and it seems to be doing okay. Nope. Okay, well, we're on the edge here, so that was to be expected. But let's regulate this back to 2 amp. Yeah, and I think it can probably handle this for a while. So, is it getting hot? Not that bad. Oh, come on. Yeah. I was so completely ready for this to be utter crap, but in the end, it's doing just fine. Okay, that's interesting. Sorry about all the buzzing noises. That's what you get with these live tests. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave this running for a while and see if it can handle the load for, let's say, 10 minutes. And I'll get back to you after that. Okay, we're now about 10 minutes in, and the charger has been running flawlessly. It's been getting a bit warmer, but not that much. Let's see how warm it's gotten. Let's see, 53. So 53.3 is the highest I can measure right now after 10 minutes at 60 watts load, which is 10 watt above what it's actually rated for. I am really surprised. There's no strange smell, there's no burning, there's no explosions. So I guess this is a crappy fake imitation charger, which does very well. Okay. I didn't expect that. I mean, it looks exactly the same. Come on. This is nuts. Okay, so after 10 minutes, let me turn it off, and turn it on again and see if it can still provide all the load at the same time. So, off. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Starts right up. Voltage doesn't really sag at all. I'm reading between 5.84 volts and 4.84 volts and 4.95 volts. So that's pretty decent too. There's not much bad I can say about this charger. It doesn't make any weird noises like the last one did. So I'll hook it up to my EBD USB and see how well it does in single and multi-port tests. You can find those tests on my website. Taking a closer look at the charger, I decided to open it up, which turned out to be quite the chore. I had to take a Dremel and basically Dremel it apart, and what I found inside actually didn't disappoint. Sure, it might not be the highest standards available, but I think this is actually a pretty decent charger. It has a fuse inside and everything, so if you're looking for a cheap 10-port charger, this might actually be a good choice. So be sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video, dislike, comment. You're all welcome to do so. Catch you in the next video. Bye bye.